That is quite enough of that. Welcome back to the channel, you lovely lot. I have driven through the night and ended up in Scotland. I left the Bristol area on Sunday evening at 7:15 and arrived at the Three Sisters in Glencoe about 2:30, 20 to 3 a.m. this morning, after a good 7-hour plus drive with 3 stops and a completely messed up interchange at the M5 M6. Like I said, stopped 3 times, had to go to the toilet, had to get a drink, and had to stretch my legs. But waking up to this amazing view this morning is absolutely spot on and just what I needed. But I've been to Glencoe before, so this time I'm going somewhere slightly different. But before I hit the road, I am at Morrison's in Fort William. I'm going to go and get some food, stock up the fridge, get the power station on and get that fridge nice and cold, and also show you this. Now, it may look okay to you, but my wing mirror is currently being held together and looking good on the outside and the inside with electrical tape that a lovely lady from Glencoe Village Garage gave me earlier on as I pulled out from the park up I was at last night, and someone decided to take out my wing mirror and drive off and not even stop. So anyone that knows the Glencoe road is very, very fast. I did manage to find the casing and the glass still intact, but with a big crack through it. I've put it back on, held it in place until I can order a new one. So that's my little rant out of the way. So it is back together so I can see where I'm going when I look in the mirror, unlike the person that hit me. Oops. Got back to the van in the nick of time. It just started hammering down, and also a load of people turned up in buses in the masses where I am, and that is the Commando Memorial at Spleen Bridge. If I remember correctly from my history, this place opened up in 1952, I do remember, by the Queen Mother. It was decided that there should be a Commando Memorial in Scotland, so after numerous design ideas from numerous people, they decided on the design that you have just seen there on the video. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to have my semi-cold drink, because I've only just put the fridge on, and then I'm going to hit the road, continue doing my little planner to find out how long it's going to take me to get to tonight's park up. And there you have it, you lovely lot. I have driven from Glencoe over to the Isle of Skye. I am right at the beginning of it. I've just come over the bridges. One over there, big one over there, shielding from the wind. And I found a lovely little park up on Park for Night. You literally come off of the bridge, turn left, down into the first village, and it's a little jetty that isn't open. And you can stay here, according to the sign, for 12 hours. There is no facilities, but there is a pub and a restaurant about a 5-minute walk down there, which we'll go down to later on. And the lady in there earlier said that they stay open till about 11, half 11 at night, so that is absolutely ideal. The problem I've got is I've bought food. Do I cook in the van or do I go to a restaurant? I could really do with some haggis, neeps and tatties, to be honest, as I'm in Scotland, so I may treat myself tonight and eat in the van tomorrow. rain coming down a little bit now, so being a complete girl and putting my hood up. Not that I need it because I don't have any hair, as you all know. And judging by all the vans arriving down there, I got here at the right time to get prime position. So I'm just going to walk down to the bar and the restaurant now, have a drink, see what's on the menu. It has to be haggis. I said that earlier on. You don't come to Scotland and not have haggis. Oh, it's getting a bit hot with the hood up. So far so good on this park up. It's nice and peaceful so far. And let's see how the rest of the evening goes. Well, as you just saw, I've had a cheeseburger and chips. There was no haggis on the menu. Not happy at all, so I'll try again tomorrow. But thanks very much to them for letting me go straight to the front of the queue because I was by myself. I really do appreciate it, but I couldn't get the camera out to show you what it was like in there because on one side of it there was locals, on the other side there was people in minibuses waiting for food. It was packed, dimly lit, and it was like a free-for-all in there. So I've had a drink, I've had me food, and now I am walking back to the van to see what else I can do for the evening. But like I said, I really do appreciate that they let me in there straight to the front of the queue when there was people on a waiting list. But meal for one it was. Right then, you lovely lot, I'm going to get my head down. After the last couple of days I've had, I need a good night's sleep. So I will catch up with you first thing in the morning. Morning. Well, it certainly is a little bit chilly this morning, but it was nice and toasty in the van. I slept like an absolute log. Bloody seagulls. And yeah, definitely caught up with my sleep. I've packed the van up. That's all sorted. Gonna have a bottle of Huel for my breakfast and do some cooking later on. Just looked online. I have to go over the bridge and go over there, and there is a leisure centre that opens up at 8 o'clock. So I'm going to go in there and groom myself and make me look very, very pretty for the rest of the day. Get changed and then hit the road and go further into Skye. Really looking forward to it. Like I said, I have never been here before. I've wanted to come up here for many, many years. And I really do hope that the weather stays like this for the rest of the day so I can get some cracking photography in, nice bit of videography, get some bloody content under my belt when it comes to YouTube videos so I can show you lovely lot exactly what I do when I'm out in the van. Well, that didn't take too long at all. It was literally 3 minutes over the bridge and then it's just in the small little town that I'm in. The leisure centre opens up at 8. It is just over there. It's quite a quirky little place, and just looked online and the pool looks fantastic and it has a sauna. So hopefully I can pay to use the facilities. If not, I'll just pay to go for a swim. So I'm just going to sit here now and have my breakfast. I know it's very, very boring, but needs must when you need to shed a few stone to actually then walk around without looking like a great big blob. But it will take a little bit of time, but I'm back in the mood to actually continue my diet. But I will indulge a little bit while I'm out on the road, because after all, I don't come to Scotland every day. A much needed shower there, piping hot, couldn't be happier. I'm feeling nice and fresh. Deodorant, underwear, clothes, and a nice shaved shiny head. Thank you very much to the leisure centre over there for allowing me in. I did pay for a shower and a swim, so that came to £8, but I feel nice and refreshed first thing this morning. So it's now time to hit the road and see what the Isle of Skye has to offer. Just look at that behind me. It is absolutely stunning. So let's start with some of this. Oh, sorry. Time to hit the road. So I just got to Portree, however you pronounce it, and I've literally just parked up and I thought I'm gonna have to get the Commando something because she hasn't come with me again due to work. And I've popped into a shop which is just here. Let me show you. Just there. I'll do an overlay in a minute. It's called Skye Batiks, and literally the nicest lady in the world I have just met in there. I walked in, she said good morning, I said good morning, and she said, do you want a coffee? And again, I was speechless. I've never had such hospitality when I've been out in the van. So of course I said yes. So anyway, I've had a look around the shop. I phoned the Commander up. She's picked a present. She's got like this little shopping bag thing that she wanted in pink. And they've got a wall there. And people that visit the shop, they write on the wall. And it is absolutely covered. Now, I've asked the lady. She said it was fine. I have put a Nemo's Camper Adventures sticker on the wall. So anyone coming to Skye, come up to Portree, like again, I can't pronounce it, and go into Skye Batiks, have a photograph taken with my sticker on the wall, and I will send you a sticker in the post. Because it's, what am I, over 600 miles away from where I live. So if you do come up here, grab yourself a photo with a sticker for your chance to then email me and get a sticker of Nemo's Camper Adventures in the post. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, I have arrived at my park up for this evening. I drove past earlier on and clocked it and there was no one here. I've just come back now and there is someone else here as well, but that's not a problem. It is on park for night. You can fit 3 vans here. It's right on the coast. There's no facilities. There's nothing for miles apart from us and the sea. Check this out. I hope it's not too windy and you can hear me, but I'm going to take a little walk down and see the view. It's quite easy in part. Oh, there we go. It's quite easy in parts, he says. Okay. Oh, brilliant. Check this out. Looks like it's going to be a great sunset tonight. Can't see it on my phone, but there's mountains in the distance. And a castle ruin over there. Looks like Trefan. So yeah, not a bad little park up at all. Facilities, I have my own bath if required. And yes, there are no toilets 4 miles, so I do have my little plastic one that you put a black bag in and sprinkle stuff on it. I really hope I don't have to use that. This is a cracking little park up. Look at that. Absolutely amazing. It is a shame there's someone there sleeping in a van, I'll be honest. It would have been nice to be completely alone, but it's absolutely fine and I'm sure I can cope just for one evening. I think you'll all agree that it is beautiful here. I'm so glad I stopped here earlier on and just chilled out. The people that were parked by me have now gone, so I am completely alone, remote, away from everything. So I am now going to cook my dinner because I am absolutely starving. And yes, I do know my spoon was upside down when I was doing my coffee. That's because the spoon was too big for the mug. Dinner tonight is going to be really quick, really simple, and really, really boring. I have some wraps, I have some smashed avocado, and I have some ham. So I'm going to have wraps. I have so much in the fridge. It all looks nice, but I cannot be bothered to cook and make a mess this evening. I think it's because since breakfast this morning and a little sausage roll for lunch, I've not eaten anything. So I've gone past the point of eating. So I'm going to have that, watch the sunset, and then I'm going to have an 80s chilled out evening watching a classic film. Because I'm in Scotland, I'm going to watch the original Highlander. It was suggested in the comments on my Facebook page earlier on, so I'm going to do that. And obviously watch it now before they reboot it with Henry Cavill and he shits all over it. So for those of you that are old enough to remember, don't mess around with classic 80s films. And there you have it. That is my dinner. And there you go. I'm so glad I've got a microwave so I could heat up the tortilla. Not bad. That's the van sorted out now after my dinner. It's nice and tidy, telly on, candles on, all nice and snug, ready for me to watch the film later on. And if you look behind me, there's a massive storm cloud on its way. So I'm going to get inside the van before I get absolutely drenched. Well, that massive rain cloud from earlier on has just reached me. You can probably hear it on the windscreen. Well, I can. So I reckon give it 5 minutes, it is going to bucket down. It is chucking it down outside, but luckily for me, I am all snug in my van, relaxing, in the middle of nowhere, loving life. Just found Highlander on Prime, so I'm going to jump into bed now, start watching that with my cup of coffee. The kettle is boiling, and I will drift off and speak to you lovely lot in the morning. Good morning. Cheers, everyone. Slept like a log again last night. Only got woken up once, and that was 20 to 4 this morning, I think it was, when I looked on the clock. Someone decided to drive past and beep their horn really loud and then turn around and come back and do exactly the same thing. Obviously got far too much time on their hands, but it is what it is. Some people up here obviously don't like the old wild camping thing. After my coffee, I'm going to sort the van out, clean my teeth, hit the road, find somewhere to park up and have some breakfast, have a shower, and see what I'm going to do for the rest of the day. So since leaving the park up, there has been amazing scenery. to a campsite halfway down from where I was last night. Sorry, I couldn't resist doing that. I'm just in a funny mood. I stopped off at a campsite. I left my park up from the last video. I had some amazing sights all the way down the road, which you saw at the end of the last video with the drone. So if you've not seen that part of the video, go back to the one before and check that out. I stopped off in a few places just to get a few odds and sods, and I thought to myself, the weather is that awful, I'm going to stop at a campsite tonight and actually have proper facilities, which I'll show you later on. There's a pub across the road, there's a few walks if I can be bothered to go and do it in this weather, and just sort the van out, sort myself out, relax, talk to you lot, and show you the area that I'm staying in. I really do feel sorry for the walkers and the tent people out there, as I call them at the moment, because I am nice and dry in the van when my neighbours are currently doing this. But do you know what? Absolutely fair play to them for being out in this weather, in this wind, backpacking, sorting a tent out on a campsite, while I'm sat on my ass in my camper van watching them. TV area done, microwave cleaned, fridge done, bed made, floor cleaned, candles out, TV taken out. That's me now sorted for chilling out when I come back to the van later on. I've now got to go out in this and go across and use the facilities. I've got to have a shower, fresh everything, so I'm set for the day. The sun is coming out, but it's still blowing a gale and raining. And then I'll decide what I'm going to do next. Told you I was in a funny mood today. Rain has died off a little bit, but not the wind, so I'm going to take a walk down to the pub and get a drink. You'll probably notice when I get back that I've moved the van. That's because the tent that was on the right hand side of me is bending right over in the wind, and I don't want that being dislodged from the ground and smacking into the side of my van, because I won't be very happy with that. So I think I've moved to a better place, but I'll show you that when I get back. There you go, Exhibit A. The tent is blowing a gale. What a fantastic view. So glad I came up to Skye. I know I'm limited on time, but you know, I can come later on in the year for a bit longer. It just won't stop. I've literally just got back to the van, took my jacket off, went to the toilet, and then on the walk back, the heavens have just opened. As promised, I was on the other side of that tent over there when it was bending over. So I've come to the other side on a flat bit of grass, and I'll stay here for the minute. There was a white transporter to the other side of me as well. They've now moved as well, just in case the tent crashes into the side of their vehicle as well. I will get around to showing you the facilities here, but at the moment the rain is ridiculous. So I will either show you later on, or I will show you in the morning. But one thing that is going to happen tonight is I'm going to have some proper food. So over there, not that you could probably see it, so I don't even know why I showed you, there's a little taco area. So he comes at 5 o'clock and I'm going to get some food. Right, I'm risking this awful weather. I'm hungry, not eating all day. Oh, Jesus. This is not good filming a vlog for you lovely lot. So just as I got in the van to eat my food, a couple of subscribers turned up. So they've got a sticker, a lovely couple, and now they're off to carry on the rest of their holiday. Right, let's get stuck in. I've just been to Alberto's Tacos and I have gone for the ground beef sprinkled on top with onions. And this cost me £15. I know they are quite small, so I may have to cook something in the van later on. But let's give them a go because I am absolutely starving. Look at that. There we go. Tacos. God, I'm hungry. Wow. Wow. That's spicy. That's spicy. Fair play. That's just how I like it. I know I'm coughing, but that's how I like it. That, bloody hell. And that comes with hot sauce as well. I don't think I'm going to be putting my big boy pants on to dip it in that. But there's 3 left. And I don't think this is going to cut the mustard, to be honest. I am absolutely starving. I haven't eaten much since I've been up here. Let's be honest with myself. I am still dieting, like I've told you lot. But tonight, I'm going to indulge. Should have got some cheese with it. Oh, it's a bit... That storm is getting worse, to be fair. Do I move? Attacked by the wind. I activated my big boy pants and had the last taco with the hot sauce. My eyes sting and my nose is running. Oh, bloody hell. That water's not doing anything. I need some milk. Oh, good one, Neil. Always read the label. It was my own fault. Well, it's finally calmish out there at the moment. Spoke too soon. I'm going to jump into bed. It's been a battering day out there, so I'm going to get nice and snug in my bed. Watch. There we go again. I'm going to watch a film just like last night. Because I'm in Scotland, I'm going to watch Highlander 2. Now, I know that one is absolute dog shit compared to the first one, but I'm going to do the trilogy. So I'll see you in the morning. How can I sleep in this? It's ridiculous. Wow. I'm going to wake up in the morning and my van will be 25 metres down the park. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. Shut up. Morning, you lovely lots. You're probably wondering, Neil, why are you in different clothing? Well, you just saw I got to stupid o'clock, hadn't slept, so I just got up, got in the van and drove off, along with 5 other people scattered from when I was sorting the van out. So I have driven through the night, I stopped, I had a bit of a kip, and then I have just pulled up now at the Glencoe ski lodge for a shower. It's just cost me £1 for 5 minutes. And now I'm going to go up and grab a coffee from the Glencoe Mountain Resort Cafe. That was a mouthful. And then I'm going to get back on the road and go and find somewhere to have some breakfast, which involves haggis, because I've still not had it. Found somewhere to come for breakfast. It's got all the Scottish trimmings on it except haggis, but I will let them off because I've got my black pudding. Now, I do apologise for not showing you around the facilities yesterday where I was staying, but for a grass pitch, non-electric, with showers, toilets, a taco area, a laundry, a drying room, a cooking area, a little shop, and I'm sure I've missed something else out, 15 quid. I thought that was going to be about £25–30, especially on the Isle of Skye, but for £15 for where I was yesterday is an absolute bargain. Oh, well, I forgot to say, see you on the next one.